We are back, folks.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second round of the show.
What you got, Danny White?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give my congratulations to my great nephew, Cordray White. He made the Delta Brew 2011 Young Man presented at the annual society event. I want to congratulate him. I hope he's looking at the show. Cordray White, congratulations for doing a good job. Just started his college career.
Oh, what's he in?
Yeah.
What's he in?
In the Delta Brew 2011 Young Man presenting at the annual society event, whatever that is. Congratulations to you, Cordray White.
Yeah. I wanted to tell a story. I'd seen this story on the TV a while back where this lady got stuck in the airport for 8 days.
Yeah, I believe I did see something like that.
Yeah, man. This is what happened. Something happened. They had some inclement weather or something happened where she couldn't get on a flight. She had a ticket and she had $30. That's all the money she had. And she somehow or she couldn't get on a flight, or the flight was delayed, or something happened. But she didn't. It wasn't her fault. So they couldn't reschedule a flight for her. They could, but they wanted her to pay another $200 and something, and she didn't have the money.
They didn't have the money.
A plane ticket was paid for, which I don't understand. Anyway. She ended up staying there in that airport for 8 days, man.
Pooh.
8 days.
Before she could get a flight.
Tom Hanks made a movie one time about him staying in the airport for like a long time like that. I forgot how long he stayed in there. It was a long time. It was called The Terminal. That was the name of the movie. Thank you, Steve. And so what happened was finally, she got to know everybody that worked there. 8 days in the airport, all you do is hang out, She got to know everybody that worked there and stuff like that. So finally, a church, I think, put up some money and got her plane ticket and stuff like that. And she ended up getting where she was going or what have you. And the airline apologized on the TV and said that they were sorry, and I think they gave her money back. But could you imagine being stuck in an airport for 8 days? I'd have to do something. I'd have to go down the street and get a job, make me a hustle or something, make me some money to get enough money to be able to get to wherever I was going or something. I wanted also to say, I got some. I wanted to say hi to Alma Cassidy. I ran into him the other day. You remember Alma Cassidy? He used to buy a representative.
Alma Cassidy. Yeah, sure.
You know that's Ziggy's cousin.
Yeah.
So I saw him the other day, along with Jim Lopez and some other people, and I got to run into him. So I want to say hi to Jim and Babs and the whole crew out there, man. Another thing I want to mention: if you ever notice how many water leaks they got in the city, like in the streets and all?
They had a bunch of them at one time, but looked like they cut them down a little bit. They're not as many as they used to have. Because I remember they had about 10 on Mouth Street on Madison, but now they don't have them anymore. I've never seen too many more since that. I think they about got them straightened out.
Well, the problem is, it's clay pipe. Back then in them days, they used clay pipe.
Clay pipe, that's correct.
And that clay pipe breaks. It's fragile, Now they got that Schedule 180 and Schedule 40 and 180 PVC pipe and all this kind of water pipe that hold up.
Holds up and lasts.
There's
a long
5 or
time.
6 on Highway 190 that they got to always be repaired. But what happens is over time, I guess that clay pipe gets brittle
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Clay pot. I mean, you just drop it, it'll break. I mean, it's like a clay pot.
Yeah, and then
They use for a planter.
It can crack.
Fly, huh?
It can just deteriorate.
Well, what happens is over time, I guess it gets fragile and just breaks, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so that's why you see so many water leaks all over town. Mm-hmm. And you go in there and you try to fix them. What you gonna do? You got a main water line coming through that's got its clay pipe, and you got to use dresser sleeves to kind of try to put PVC on them. I don't know.
And then some of them are real cast iron too.
I know. Well, I don't know about that. But,
yeah, they got some of them under there that's still cast iron.
Yeah, I guess so.
Been there since the 100 and them years, you know.
Yeah. I got a few little things that I'd gotten and I thought was pretty cute that maybe our audience might like. It's about kids in church, you know.
No.
But kids, what kids say, you know what kids say, you know.
Yeah.
Listen to some of these comments. The little 3-year-old Reese. She says, "Our Father who does art in heaven. Harold is his name." Amen. She said, Harold is his name. A little boy was overheard praying, "Lord, if you can't make me a better boy, don't worry about it. I'm having a real good time, just like I am." After the christening of his baby brother in church, Jason sobbed all the way home in the back seat of the car. So his daddy asked him 3 times what was wrong. Finally, he told his dad, he said, "That preacher said he wanted us brought up in a Christian home, and I wanted to stay with y'all."
Mm-hmm. Want to stay where he can be.
Yeah. One particular 4-year-old prayed, "And forgive us our trash baskets as we forgive those who put trash in our baskets." A Sunday school teacher asked her children as they were on their way to church service, "Why is it necessary to be quiet in church?" One bright little girl replied, "Because people are sleeping." You know, people go to sleep in church.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why they're so quiet. They look like they're sleeping, I guess, to her.
I know. A mother was preparing pancakes for her sons, Kevin, who was 5 years old, and Ryan, who was 3 years old. The boys began to argue over who would get the first pancake. Their mother saw the opportunity for a moral lesson. If Jesus was sitting here, he would say, "Let my brother have the first pancake, and I can wait." So Kevin turned to his younger brother and said, "Okay, Ryan, you be Jesus."
Giving each other a lot of pancakes.
A father was at the beach with his children when his little 4-year-old boy ran up to him and he grabbed his hand and he led him to the shore. And there was a dead seagull laying in the sand. So he said, "Daddy, what happened to him?" So the daddy said, "Well, he died and went to heaven." So the boy thought a little while and he said, "Well, did God throw him back down?" So a wife invited some people to dinner at the table. So she turned to their 6-year-old little daughter and said, "Would you like to say the blessing?" So the little girl said, "Well, I wouldn't know what to say." So the mama said, "Well, just say what you hear Mama say." So the daughter, she bowed her head down and she said, "Lord, why on earth did I ask all these people to dinner?"
And she said the same thing.
Some notes I had, I thought they were pretty funny, you know.
Let's do our building show.
Huh?
Our building, man, done that, eh?
Do I?
Our building. Your office and
Oh, yeah, office buildings. We got
that.
we got some office buildings for rent on Highway 190. And we also have one on
North Market Street.
You got our pictures, Steve? Here we go. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one on 190. This is an office building we have on Highway 190. It's for lease or rent. Call us at 942-1983 on a 319-4118.
That's correct.
It's a nice office building. It's got good office space. And it's in a great location with a big volume of traffic.
12 parking space.
Yep. And more on the side.
And 106 North Market Street, I got a building made out for lawyer's office, doctor's office, or any other kind of office that you may want to use it for. It can all be used for insurance office. Give me a call at 337-945-6875 or call me at 1982-1983. 942-1983.
Right.
Give me a call.
Yeah, shoot them, Steve. These are some pictures that we have of a bear that was killed. Now this guy, this is in Portage Valley, Alaska, okay? Now everybody was okay, you know, but they're sitting in a duck blind, and they're sitting in a duck blind, and they're duck hunting, okay? And these guys are federal agents. I mean, they department employees, you know. So these guys, they hear something behind them, and they look behind them. It's a moose. So the moose ran by, you know, through some weeds or something. I don't know, you know, they were hunting in the marsh. Runs by, and all of a sudden, so they saw the moose and let the moose run off, and they duck hunting and stuff. A little while later, they heard another noise, and they figured it was another moose. It was a bear.
A bear.
That bear jumped in that blind with him.
Pooh.
That bear jumped in that duck blind with him.
No kidding.
Whoo, man, they started shooting and shooting and shooting. They shot him. Well, they each had 3 rounds, you know. They shot him 6 times and reloaded and shot him another 6 times before they killed him.
Sure no.
Yeah, and he didn't get neither one of them.
Look at the foot of that dog.
You talk about get out of a blind fast, man. You think of a bear. If a bear that size, I think that bear, let me see up. I think that bear was like, I want to say 11 foot.
Cool.
And weighed, oh man, he was huge.
Look at the foot that.
But look at the size of the thing, you know? See, this is a bad tooth. This is a bad tooth of that bear right behind him.
Yeah.
That's his tooth. His ivory. I kept that. I keep that along with my seasoning.
I believe I'd have caught a heart attack.
If y'all want some good DeJean seasoning, let us know. We'll ship it to you. Put it in your stores. You can, we'll promote it for you and everything. And one more thing, right quick before we go, Dr. Holman's book. Christmas is coming up. It's a good gift. Don't forget us
coming up too.
Don't forget us at DeJean White. You can get this at Christian bookstore, or you can get it at Richard Holman, Dr. Holman's office, or you can call us at the studio and we get it for you. Makes a great gift. Beautiful pictures. Don't forget about DeJean White, and come see us about your insurance, folks. We enjoyed the show, and we're looking forward to the next one.
Be seeing you all next week at the same time, ladies and gentlemen.